My mother is 84 years old. She does not drive. She does not have a photo ID. She cannot vote under the new law passed by the Missouri legislature. We depend on the U.S. Supreme Court to stand up for elderly people and people with disabilities and people without photo ID to be able to vote. If you live in Jefferson County, you are breathing bad air from the Rush Island coal plant. We depend on the Supreme Court to back up the Environmental Protection Agency to make sure you have clean air to breathe. So this decision really comes home right here in St. Louis, and if you want justice in this town, you got to talk to your senators.
The Supreme Court has long been one of those institutions, one of the few institutions that we look for to protect our rights. And we know when the court has a preponderance of people who are on the far right end of the spectrum, all kinds of safeguards and all kinds of rights and all kinds of freedoms tend to be overturned.
And the Trump administration comes out and wants this type of individual. How can we as Americans have faith that he will stand up for all religions, for all people, and rather he will just support one narrow-minded view? We today are calling on not only Senator Claire McCaskill and Roy Blunt, but every single elected official to come out strongly in opposition against this nomination.
NCJW has fought for equal rights for all since 1895. We are truly alarmed by Judge Neil Gorsuch's nomination to the U.S. Supreme Court. Judge Gorsuch has repeatedly denounced women's reproductive and religious freedoms, voting to uphold the rights of employers to refuse to pay for health insurance that covers all forms of contraception.
Gorsuch represents an existential threat to legal abortion in the United States and must never be confirmed. After Trump's disastrous first week on the job, from a global gag rule to his travel ban on Muslims, we cannot afford to elevate his destructive agenda with a lifetime appointment to our nation's highest court.
History demonstrates the harm of a court that fails to recognize the bedrock foundational principles of equal protection under law for all of our nation's citizens. With this administration's overt hostility to Muslims, people of color, the LGBTQ community, women, and immigrants, the stakes are as high as they have ever been in this Supreme Court nomination.
I think that the overall message here is that there is a large spectrum of Americans represented by these organizations, these people and more, who are more than concerned about this nomination and who would like all Americans to study and to read and to understand the implications of this judge and all that he will mean to the court if the nomination is approved, and raise their voices to let the Senate know that we do not approve of this nomination, and the Senate has a job to do. The Senate has a job to examine this judge and to see if this judge is fit to serve on the highest court in the land.